Hey y'all, it's Jo. Oh gosh, it's been so long since I said that. Hey y'all, it's Jo. Okay y'all, so it's been a little hot minute or two or 5,000 and so I'm back on here I am very awkward at this right now. Oh, and by the way, in case you couldn't tell, it's Mardi Gras season. Y'all, it's been a while, I know. Life has been crazy. Maybe I'll discuss a little bit of it at the end. But now I'm here today to talk to you about, I finally did some crochet. Yeah, I didn't do a whole lot last year, did I? Yeah. Anyway, let's just move past all that, shall we? I did participate in the Crochet Crowd's CAL, which was for the Calming Comfort Afghan. And a bunch of us girls on Zoom did it. And let me show you mine. Well, let me show you the yarn I used. I used Yarn Bee Sweet Divinity. And this is the Berry Purple. And the Yarn Bee Sweet Divinity Uncharted Waters. So I only chose these two colors because I knew I had plenty of the yarn. And I had thought about making it bigger. And that's why I chose these two colors, because I have a lot of this from the clearance sales. And this says it's a size 4, but I would say it's really a 3, you know what I mean. It is 80 acrylic, 20 nylon, and it's 243 yards. So, and I have like oodles of them. But I really didn't use a whole lot. I'll show you. Hold on. So right here in my Billy bag, Billy the Crafty Floridian, I have my nicely folded pattern. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 ball bands in here. But I think I have like at least probably about a ball's worth of yarn left over. So it probably took about, no, that might be more like 3/4. I took like 7 1/3 ball. Now, my blanket, because even though this says it's like a size 4 yarn, it's more like a 3. I did use a 5mm hook. And so it's basically, it's like a 40-inch square. So it's like a baby blanket size, or maybe a lapgan size. Might be, you know, too wide for a baby blanket. It would be a good baby blanket size, a nice generous baby blanket size. So anyway, this is my FO yo. It's a FO yo. So I love this big this section right here. I think is really pretty. I really like the way that turned out. And I really like the border. It's like a little, it's just like a little ruffle edge. And I like that so much better than like a big scallop edge or something. I really like that. This part of the blanket, I was kidding with my girlfriends. I kept telling them how I'm bored. It's boring. It's the boring blanket. And but I was really kidding because I was actually enjoying it. It was very cathartic to make this blanket. Let's see. But I think, you know, as you look at the, it in a whole, as a whole, you can't have all fancy designs. They would just get lost in mumbo jumbo. So you got to have some plain sections to break up all the prettiness, right? I don't know. Does that make sense? I think you know what I mean. So there's the middle. And I actually very much enjoyed making this blanket. I think that the reason that I didn't finish, you know, I started making the Phoenix blanket, the Hooked on Sunshine Phoenix. And my friend Crystal with Coffee Crochet and Cuddles, she said, JoJo, I know why you didn't finish that blanket. Because I got it to about like a square this big, and that was it. I was done. I couldn't pick it back up. Not only are Hooked on Sunshine patterns kind of very hard to do, they're a little bit more intricate, and they don't always add up in your mind as to how you think they should be. You know, like wonky corners, like, wait, why am I putting more stitches on this side and not that side? But it all makes sense in the end, right? So I guess I just couldn't wrap my brain around going back to that, knowing that it was going to be so intense of a pattern that you have to pay attention to. Because my little ADD brain is just like all over the freaking place. But this I could do. And I very much appreciate it. Crochet Crowd, Jeannie, I think is the one who wrote the pattern. Yeah, so I think Crystal was right, may have been right about the Phoenix blanket of me, because the colors I chose were very mundane, like blues and beige, and I used the Yarn Bee DK Sleek, Soft and Sleek DK. That was it. And so those tones are like muted and, you know, just mellow. And she's like, you like bright, vibrant colors, JoJo. That's why you couldn't do that blanket. And I'm like, she's probably right. That too. That and how hard that pattern was. Or not that it's hard, because you can do it. It's just my little brain couldn't concentrate. But yeah, I really like this one. I actually might make another one of these in the future. I wouldn't mind it. You know how you have some patterns where you're like, oh no, I'll never do that again. And some are like, some you make like 20 of. This one I could see me doing again one day. Not anytime soon, but I could do this one again. I think it would make a beautiful baby blanket for someone, you know, use the whatever colors of their nursery. Because nowadays, it's not pink and blue anymore, right? It's like whatever colors they choose for their nursery. Can be any color off the color chart. Let's see, what else was I gonna say? Oh, so I really enjoyed working with this yarn. I really did. It's extremely soft, squishable. It worked real well. Not, I mean, barely any splitting, maybe a handful of times. No, it's just, it's beautiful yarn. Now I'll be interested to know how it washes up, right? Sometimes you wash a yarn and you go, after you make a project, and you go, yikes. Like it has a big fuzz factor, or pills up, or bleeds everywhere, you know. Anyway, it's a nice yarn. So if you scooped up on some of that at the Hobby Lobby clearance sale, that was a good deal. So, oh God, I can't wait till June till they do it again. So Nan with Nan's Next Knots started another cowl called, she calls them Luck of the Draw. And so this is Luck of the Draw 5. If y'all remember, I participated in Luck of the Draw 3, and I made a snake. I didn't make a blanket like everyone else. I made this snake. Because to me, in my eyes, this is doable. Blankets are not very doable for me, especially right now in the season of life I'm in. That's what they call it. So what it is, briefly, I'll tell you real quick, is she gets you to choose 9 colors. One of those is your base color. So you have one base color and then the 8 other colors. She puts the numbers 1 through 8 in a hat, and she draws one every Thursday morning. And that is the color, you know, you assign your colors to the numbers to the colors. And so when she draws the number on Thursday, that's the next color you use in your project. Now, most people have made the blanket that she shows you on her videos, especially like the first one, you know, the stitches she used and how many rows and stuff for each one. The cowl goes on for 20 weeks. So we have 20 Thursdays, 20 numbers. And so if you count on here, I may have 20 stripes. I think I might actually have 21 stripes because I added another yellow because I was mad because that number only got called once in 20 weeks. So I think I added another one before I finished it off. I think that's the way it went, right? And yeah, so I didn't get mad. I just did it. So, so his name is Sir Hiss. And he looked at me the other day because I started Nan's Next Knots and I was going to make a scarf. I was just going to do a C2C scarf and three rows of the base color, 3 rows of the, you know, the corresponding color to the number she picks. And then you always do the base color first, and then after she picks the number, you do another base color. And she picks the number, you do another base color. Okay, and when you get to the end, yeah, you finish off in the base color. So you start in the base and you finish in the base. So Sir Hiss was getting lonely, and he says, "Why are you making another scarf that you're not gonna wear?" That's what he said. He said, "I am so lonely, I need a girlfriend." And I said, "You know what? You're right. It's time for another luck of the draw snake. Nan's next snake." So I picked out the colors. Since it's going to be a girl snake, I picked out 4 pinks and 4 purples, all from my stash with my Hobby Lobby I Love This Yarn stash. And let's see, I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold them all. We got these 6. Let's see, 7, 8. Okay, so there's our luck of the draw. There's our 8 colors. They're all pinks and purples. And then my base color, I only showed y'all 7 colors, didn't I? Because there's another one in here. There we go. Now there's 8 colors. And then my base color is this linen color, which I have plenty of in my stash. So, and so I started the snake, and I started with the tail, and I'm like, why am I starting with the tail? I don't know. I started with the tail, and Sir Hiss says he was very grumpy because he didn't want to have to look at her booty the whole time while she was being made. He wanted to be able to gaze into her eyes. And so I started another one, and I made her head, and she's got her eyes on, and he is so happy. And here's the beginnings of Lady Hissy Fit. So this is Sir Hiss, and this is Lady Hissy Fit, and we have 3 weeks so far. Now, I'm doing her striping, just random numbers. I'm just like, whenever I'm doing it, I'm like, that looks good. I'll stop. So that's what I did. So you can see her 3 colors so far, and the base color, like I made it wider here and shorter there. And yeah, so I just thought I'd do rando instead of like this. Sir Hisselot has, you know, all his stripes are the same size. So she's going to be a little random. I'll probably just trash that. So I made the shaping of her face. I think it's a little too narrow and pointy, but I'm like, it'll work. Plus I'm gonna dress her up. She's gonna get eyelashes, and she's gonna get a tongue, and she's probably gonna get some little pink cheeks or some little pink cheek highlights or something like that. So yeah, she'll definitely look more girly. But that's the beginnings of Lady Hissy Fit, and I'll have that link down below if you want to join us. We have a lot of fun. Nan's got a messenger group that a lot of us are in, and we post our progress pictures every week and just talk about it. And Thursday morning we're like, send her gifts of coffee and stuff, like, time, wakey, time to get up, pick your number. So, and then we all anxiously await for her video to come out. We have a lot of fun. So I'll link that down below in case y'all want to join us. I want to show y'all this. I haven't, I think I only opened up like 3 of the drawers already, but it's an advent calendar that I got from Crochet Society. I'm still thinking about doing this, so I'm not going to open it up and show y'all everything in it, but just let me show you the box. I really wanted to do this, y'all, but well, here's box number 1. Just let me show you this. Basically, every box will have a little skein of yarn in it, and then some sort of fun thing. So, of course, the first one came with the hook, because that's what you're going to need to make your project, right? What size is this one? It's a 4mm. And you can look on her website, on the Crochet Society website, Bella Coco, somewhere, and you can look at the project that everyone did. I'm pretty sure they all have yarn. Yeah. Yeah, it was a pretty little blanket from what I remember. Y'all, it's just been crazy. So I hope to one day do this, but we'll see. And I don't know, I'm kind of itching for another project. I really surprised myself how much I enjoyed making that blanket, because I always poo-poo nay-nay blankets. I'm like, oh, blankets, I don't make blankets. But I made a blanket, y'all, even though it's a really small one. You know, that's doable for me. And I need to find a new Amy project. And I was just talking to the girls, and I found one of my Tunisian hooks that's been out of its case. I'm like, oh, my Tunisian hook, I need to put it back in. I'm like, well, maybe I should look for a new Tunisian project, because it's been a while since I made anything Tunisian. Sometimes I have just little to-go projects stuck in my purse. Like right now I have a ball of cotton, and I started a, what do they call that? Thermal stitch pot holder. So I learned that stitch from Dana with Wanderlust Crochet. When was that? Like 2 years ago, maybe? It's a really nice stitch. I'll link her down below too if you want to try it. The thermal stitch really is perfect for a pot holder or a trivet or anything you want really thick and tight stitches. It's really nice for that. And let me go get it and I'll show you. Okay. So I'm using this Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton. So this is what the thermal stitch looks like with this yarn. I love how the colors pool with this stitch. It almost looks like knitting, the way knitting pools, right? And then it's kind of tie-dye-ish, which is groovy then. But I don't know if you can tell how thick this is. It's really a nice, thick, sturdy stitch. So yeah, so I just started that because I just needed a little purse project for when I'm either sitting at the doctor's office or at my mother's, just letting her talk, or, you know, visiting or whatever. So I'll pull that out and work on it a little bit. And let's see, what else has been going on? Not a whole lot, y'all. I sure do miss making videos. And I started this one and tried to start it several times, and I just felt so awkward because it's been so long. But I'll get back in the groove. It's still me. I'm still JoJo Yo-Yo. Y'all, you know how I like my Color Street nails. I wanted to show you my Mardi Gras set I did. Now, this is not a set that they sell. This is actually from 4 different sets that I pulled to make this. So, you know, they have the gold. This purple was a solid like lavender, and then I put this sparkle over it, which has like purple and gold sparkles in it. Perfect. And this green is actually an ombre that went to blue. It started like blue by the base and then went to the green, and I just cut the blue part off and just used the green part. Yeah, so you know I love my Color Street nails. If I maybe I'll post some pictures also of some in the past. I just took my Valentine's nails off and put these on today. So yeah, I'll post some pictures too. I was getting so tired last night making the video. I had to wait and come back today to finish. But I think all I needed to do was just to fill y'all in on a little bit of all the dramas going on in my life without going into too much detail. Lots of highs and lots of lows. So y'all know that I went in October on the girls trip, the Billy's Beaches trip to Sarasota. So that was fun. And then my youngest son got married in November, and it was a destination wedding in Sevierville, Tennessee. And that was another wonderful trip, and just so grateful that he met such a very lovely young lady. And I'm excited for their future and our future as a family. So in the midst of all that, with my mother's dementia, Alzheimer's getting so much worse, you know, it's a progressive disease. It's not going to get better. So I've had a lot of stress dealing with that situation, along with the added stress of family drama, which I'm sure a lot of people can relate to because it seems like it's in every family, right? So I had one family member suing another family member, drug me and my brother into it. I mean, my oldest brother, he's a godsend too. Anyway, so we ended up in court with that. It actually did go to trial. Ridiculous. So ridiculous that even went to trial. And the other party lost, which I expected would happen. So thank goodness that's behind us. But all it did was add more fuel to the fire, and, you know, getting a message I gotta swipe off. And just break our family up even more, right? Because, oh, this other family member got another family member who is a lawyer to represent him, which busted the family up even more. Ridiculous. Whole thing is utterly ridiculous. Okay, let's move past that. So I was dealing with all of that through all of these fun things and the not so fun things, and just lots of major, you know, major issues, not little things. These are like major things that have happened. And what? And then after we get back from the trip in Tennessee in November, and then, you know, holiday season starts. Well, I have been having holiday blues for, this will be the fourth Christmas I've had the holiday blues. And it's horrible, y'all. I don't know why I have to keep dwelling on the past and not be so excited for what I do have, right? I got to remember to count my blessings, right? But anyway, it was something very hurtful. So then on Christmas Day, I woke up with a tremendous headache. This headache ended up lasting for like 7 to 9 days, along with sleep. All I did was sleep. I slept for a solid week, day and night. Day and night I slept. And then I started trying to make myself stay awake some, you know, because I would say I pretty much slept the whole month of January away. I slept a lot. Come to find out, I had the Rona, y'all. I had the Rona. I did lose my sense of taste and smell. I never did develop like the coughing and all the congestion stuff, thank goodness. But it just, whatever it is, it knocked me down physically, mentally, emotionally, knocked down. And a lot of that could have been from the, you know, holiday blues or seasonal depression, you know, the winter blues. But it was definitely not just that. It was the Rona. Losing your sense of taste and smell is really weird. My son says, "Mama, walk over to the utility." I'm like, I don't know. I think this coffee tastes funny. He's like, walk over to the laundry room and smell the bleach. And I put it right up to my nose and I took a big whiff. I couldn't smell a thing. I said, I can't smell anything. And then, you know, my taste kept wavering a little. Most of the time I couldn't taste a thing. Sometimes it would taste very off-putting. But that eventually got better, thank goodness. Yeah, so then after dealing with the Rona and being knocked down for another, I mean, December and January, I was good for nothing, practically. I tried to do the best I could do for, you know, what we did. If that makes any sense. And so here we are, you know, like third week of February, finally getting some stuff rolling and, you know, getting things put in place for my mother and, you know, just trying to, you know, just keep on keeping on, right? That's all we can do. I may get knocked down, but I get up again. I do. I get up again and again and again. So thanks, y'all, for sticking around for Jo's Web number 86. And I appreciate you so much for sticking around and liking and watching and subscribing and commenting. It means the world to me. So thanks, and I'll see you next time. Bye. And what else was I going to say about it? It's, oh, Debnabbit, I forgot. Let me think. Excuse me while I yawn. I'm going to cut that part out. So, I forgot what I was going to say. Dang it.